Hey guys, I'm Simple Muide. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to process vocal in progressive house music. So without wasting any time, let's jump into FL Studio. Before we begin the video, I will let you listen to the original vocal first, so you have a better understanding of what I'm doing later in this music.
Your love brings freedom to me. Your love brings power to me. Your love brings kind to me. You're beautiful the way you are. Your love brings goodness to me. Your love brings music to me. Your love brings awesomeness to me. You're beautiful the way you are. Only love.
Okay, so as you can hear, the vocal have a lot of low end. So the first thing first I will add in the vocal in the mixer channel is by adding an EQ to remove all the low end so that it won't crash with the other mix. The next plugin I will add is by using a fruity limiter, which I use is compressor, to compress the vocal and make it more even sound in the mix. So reminder here, when you use fruity limiter, if you just want to use the compressor and not the limiter, make sure you increase the ceiling in the limiter to maximum. So this is the result after using the compressor.
Your love brings freedom to me. Your love brings power to me. Your love brings kind to me.
As you can hear, most of the attack will be decreased and some of the quiet part already bring up after using the compressor. So the next thing I add is called a transpire. This plugin can decrease the attack of the vocal even more. So this is the result after adding this transpire plugin.
Your love brings freedom to me. Your love brings power to me.
As you can hear, the sound of the attack of the vocal sound more a bit even and softer. The third plugin I will add is called an OTT. So OTT is a multiband compressor that everything below this black color area will be decreased and above will be increased. So I decrease all of the low end and increase some of the mid and the high. So this is the result after adding an OTT.
Your love brings freedom to me. Your love brings power to me. Your love brings kind to me. You're beautiful the way you are.
You can hear some more natural and some more bright after we add an OTT into the mixer. So the next thing I'll add is by decreasing some of the low end, because after the OTT, some of the mid is boost and I decided to remove all the low end so that it won't sound muddy in the mix later.
Your love brings.
The next thing I'll add is called a de-esser. So the T sound, the S sound in the vocal and sound not comfortable to the ear, to the audience. So I use a plugin called TTR Nova, which is free, you can get from online. And to use the de-esser, I decrease the threshold. I on this threshold decrease by using the band tree to act as a de-esser. And this is the result after adding a de-esser.
Your love brings freedom to me. Your love brings power to me. Your love.
So the S and the T sound is already decreased after adding a de-esser. Alright, so the next plugin I will add is called a delay.
Your love brings freedom to me. Your love brings.
The last plugin I will add is reverb, but I decided to separate the reverb into the second channel. To do this trick, I sidechain to the reverb channel and I use Fruity Send to send the dry signal to the reverb channel. In the reverb channel, of course, the first thing I will add is a fruity reverb, and this is the sound.
Your love brings freedom to me. Your love brings power to me. Your love.
So is a bit messy, so I add an EQ to remove all the low end so that it won't build in the bass. The next thing I'll add is called a compressor. So I sidechain it with the dry signal, so when the dry signal come in, the reverb decrease, but when the dry signal is off, the reverb will increase. So this is the result after adding this compressor.
Your love brings freedom to me. Your love brings
It sounds a bit more clean when we mix the drop in the music. So in this part, I add a vocoder by using the dry signal to create some kind of robotic sound. I make unique of the dry signal and I link it to another channel. So I add a VST called manipulator and I use the preset called John. This is the sound by adding the vocoder preset.
Your love brings goodness to me. Your love brings music to me. Your love brings awesomeness to me. You're beautiful the way you are.
So the next plugin I'll add is also a compressor to make it sound even. And I add an EQ to remove all the low end because the vocal does not need the bass. So this is the overall sound with the vocoder.
Your love brings goodness to me. Your love brings music to me. Your love brings awesomeness to me. You're beautiful the way you are.
So this is the result after I process all the vocals in the mix.
Your love brings freedom to me. Your love brings power to me. Your love brings kind to me. You're beautiful the way you are. Your love brings goodness to me. Your love brings music to me. Your love brings awesomeness to me. You're beautiful the way you are.
And the video ends here. I hope you learned something from me in this video. And thank you for your support from the episode 1 until this episode 6. So if you want to check it out, the whole series or how I make progressive house music like this, make sure to check out the description in the video below to understand how I make this music from start to finish. Thank you for your support and see you in the next video. Bye bye.